The Jesse Blake Sports Report with Jesse Blake.
Welcome to the Jesse Blake Sports Report. Whether this is your first time here, your last time here, or somewhere in between, I appreciate that you're here today so that we can discuss how the PWHL continues just to hit everything out of the ballpark that they make contact with. And it's become at this point just like a foregone conclusion that when we get PWHL news, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be innovative, it's going to be record-breaking, it's going to just get everybody motivated and behind this league because they continue to do everything cool that we want out of every single league. So today, what I'm talking about is today we got the rules of their playoffs and the draft. And I got to read right from the official tweet from the PWHL just to explain this whole thing because of how darn cool it is. So this is what we got from them today. The top 4 teams in the regular season standings will qualify for the playoffs. The first place team will have a 24-hour window to select its semifinal opponent. Right there, first rule, you get to pick your opponent. That's something we've been asking for out of every pro sports league, where you just create drama out of nothing because all the rules are made up anyways. So why not make up the rules where you get the most drama? So for their playoff system, they only got 6 teams. The top 4 will make the playoffs, and the top teams will get to pick their opponent. A lot of people have been suggesting that they hope it happens in like a live stream format and like on television, all that. That would just be next level. I think just the first idea that you're picking your opponent is crazy, and a live stream of it would be insane as well. And I hope they do something like that. And knowing the PWHL, we're going to have some sort of cool rollout with who the top team is going to select as their opponent. Next thing. Semifinals and championships will be played as best of 5 series. Higher seeds will have home ice advantage for games 1 and 2 and 5. Games requiring overtime will be decided by playing 5-on-5 periods until a winning goal is scored. Now, so those are the playoff rules. Everything else makes sense. Everything else is kind of standard. Higher seed, blah. Overtime is 5-on-5. We're not going to shoot out. We're not doing 3-on-3, none of that stuff. So the draft rules 2024 for the inaugural season. The gold plan will assign the first pick to the non-playoff team that acquires the most points following its elimination from playoff contention. This is something that has been batted around in hockey circles for ages. It's the idea that you're going to eliminate teams giving up once they're out of playoff contention. You're going to eliminate tanking completely. Everybody is going to be trying on every night, regardless of if they're going to make the playoffs or not, because now, if you're the best from when you get eliminated to the end of the regular season, you get the number 1 pick. It's going to be a lot more exciting once there's a lot more teams in the league, which is years down the road based on how everything's been going. But the fact that they've implemented it now and we just get this crazy idea that hockey fans have wanted forever, and frankly, fans of all pro sports, because you eliminate this tanking idea, no one can suck. Every night is competitive. If you're eliminated, from that point on, you start accumulating wins to get the number 1 pick. It's so cool. I'm glad it's actually happening in a real league, and it feels kind of surreal that we've reached this point, and all credit to them for going with the most innovative idea that people in hockey circles have had for eliminating tanking for years now. The fact that it's coming to fruition, the fact that it's real is so sick. And to further explain, they go on and they say, once a team is mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, it begins earning draft order points. The team with the most draft order points at the conclusion of the regular season will earn the first selection in each round of the draft. I can't speak highly enough about the first 2 months of the PWHL. It was a rocky start in the offseason when fans were a little disappointed that we didn't get team names, we didn't get real jerseys, we got kind of this standard jersey for all the teams and all that stuff. But since games have been underway, since January 1st and games have actually been being played, everything has gone great. The momentum for the league has only gone in a positive direction, and we're seeing a league that is willing to take chances, that's willing to do the outside-the-box thinking to bring in fans and to keep fans that they already have, and the league's only going to get stronger with these new ideas. And all credit to the people that are running this thing, that are saying, let's not do the standard plan because it's already happening there. Like, the NHL already exists. We're not trying to create the NHL 2.0. We're trying to create our own league with our own set of rules that are exciting and get fans excited about every single game. And that's what they've done so far. And I'm really amped to see the things that they continue to do, because day after day, week after week, the first 2 months have shocked me at how well it's gone, and I think it's only going to continue. Let's see if Toronto can keep up the winning. They've had a little bit of a run here, getting back up to the top-ish part of the standings. Montreal's having a little runaway with the table so far, but it's going to be fun heading into the playoffs. Now that we know every team's going to be in it no matter what, even if you're not going to be one of the top 4 teams, you're going to want to accumulate those draft order points. I'm excited to see how this season unfolds. I'll be rooting for Toronto along the way. Thank you for being here. It could have been anywhere in the world, but chose to be watching this video right now, and I appreciate that. If you enjoyed it, hit like or hit subscribe on the channel. If you're listening on audio, rate this podcast as your favorite one. Good night from Toronto.
And that is how it's done.
The Jesse Blake Sports Report with Jesse Blake.
Jesse Blake, the guy that likes to hear his name twice in one sentence. Sure, I know him. No, he doesn't have an ego at all.